Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Friday, the 5th of June 2020. It is currently 6:20 p.m. nearly on a Friday, end of the week. I thought I'd just do a 12-hour high probability video and go over all of the charts, include what are a couple of things I've done today which didn't warrant a video earlier in the day. So we'll just have a look at all the pairs I'm trading on the 12-hour high probability charts, and we'll just see where we're at basically. So let's go to my watch list. This is TradingView. These are all my 12-hour charts on the right here. One's highlighted in blue, one's currently got trades on, no highlight, no trade. Orange highlight, I'll probably just have a chat about some things in this video. I'm going to chat about all of them, but those ones there's been something done on them. So we'll start with the AusCAD. Now, like I always say, pause the video, read my notes. If English is not your first language or you don't understand me, I talk too quick, my slang is too much, whatever, pause, read the notes. Sequence 1, S1, it's where it starts. S2, sequence 2, S3, sequence 3. Cells designated by red vertical dash lines and red horizontal solid lines. Buys, blue, same deal. Red trend lines. Any red trend lines, bearish divergence. Any green trend lines, bullish divergence. Any blue trend lines, something that interests me, support, resistance. Red dotted lines, stop losses. Yellow dash lines, break-even levels. What else? Green dash lines, big numbers, important numbers. All right, 3 moving averages, 240 LMA, 100 EMA, 50 EMA. They're just to give me some sort of direction which way trend's going. As you can see, they're stacked to the upside, trend's up. Don't really need them, but I just like to have them. Indicators, green and red dots on the chart, QMP filter. Just a combination of this indicator, which is a MACD Platinum, which is just a zero lag MACD that oscillates around a zero level. The zero level being this dotted line. I'm looking for buys when it's below the zero levels, sells when it's above the zero level. QMP filter is a combination of this indicator when it has a dot or a cross, and another indicator called a QQE Advanced, which is not displayed on the chart. When it has a cross and it syncs or it coincides with a dot on the MACD Platinum, it produces these green and red dots on the chart. Just makes my life a little bit easier, so I have to get the crosshairs out and line stuff up. So it's more of a visual aid, the QMP filter, than actual indicator. All right, so you can see, read my notes here. So it could be multiple trades on many candles. For example, this sequence 3 buy trade, you'll probably find that there's other trades on that same, so the hedge buy is on there and probably the fourth buy is on there, all around about the same price. So there's 3 trades on that same. Now there's one here. Got a stop in place now, I'm not sure why. Yeah, sequence 3, there's a buy. It's gone up through the zero level, the MACD Platinum, so I've closed half and put a stop in place. So that's all I've done. Overall break even is way off the charts up here somewhere. Highly unlikely it's going to get there. I'm not expecting it to. What I'm trying to do now, the MACD Platinum's above the zero level, so I'll look for a new sell sometime, and which will add to sequence 2 and sequence 1, and it may, either sequence 3 may be closed out and commence a new sequence 3 to the short side, or move the stop up on sequence 3 and commence a new sequence 4. So I'm always trying to add to the total profit. Keep in mind, all trades are recorded on a shared spreadsheet. There's a link to that. It's a Google Drive spreadsheet. There's a link to that in the description of the video. So that's it. AusCAD looks like a lot. There is a lot happening, but it's not as bad as it looks. You know, overall, I'm only plus 0.01 long. So it's not, I know I've got a lot of trades on, but I'm not using up much margin or anything like that. Swiss franc, just a couple of trades here, sell here, hedge buy, nothing else. So I'm hedged at the moment. Break even, not applicable, it's hedged. These grey vertical lines, I just draw these in when I call them a warning line. to me, it's just something like here, the MACD Platinum is a red dot, it's above the zero level. I'm looking for a sell, so I'm waiting for some sort of confirmation on the QMP filter dot. Get a sell or go in with a bigger position size, bring this down, hopefully clear these trades out. As you can see, the trend's starting to go up. All these trades, or these two trades so far, the MACD Platinum's been above the zero level. Oz New Zealand. In a sell here, I actually toyed with the idea of closing half, but I gave it a miss. The MACD's at the zero level, so I mean, as soon as the MACD Platinum goes through the zero level, I'm looking to protect my position because then I'm looking for buys. I was going to give it one more candle. Monday morning, I'll make a decision, keeping in mind that about 1 hour and a bit, we have got non-farm payrolls and Canadian unemployment or employment numbers. So big numbers out of the US and Canada very shortly. But this is the Oz New Zealand, so it really shouldn't be affected too much by either, but we'll wait and see. So we're in a sell and doing all right at the moment. Well, not doing all right, but we're on the right side. Aussie USD, no trades. Here's one of these big numbers. I think the Aussie New Zealand had a big number, didn't it? Yeah, parity, 1.000. There's a big number there. Aussie USD, it's a 60-cent level. I've started to draw my trend lines in. Nothing's confirmed yet, but possible bearish divergence. If for some reason this MACD Platinum kept on moving up, this line went past the 0 degrees, positive, then I just delete them both because they're no longer valid. But I'm always drawing a lot of trend lines in preparation for what may happen. At this stage, this is the Aussie US. It's been on a big move, the Aussie. It's a long way from the MAs, so it's getting to extreme levels, and you can probably look left and probably see some sort of resistance levels or something like that. All right, CAD Swiss. Sequence 1 is I don't know why I'm in two sell sequences here, which is unusual. I may have been in a buy sequence and closed out half. So I've got a sequence 1, sequence 2, they're both sells, and there's another sell trade taken 24 hours ago. And I've got 3 break-evens, one for each sequence and one for overall. So I really need price to come down into these yellow lines. But at the moment, not going for me at all. CAD Yen, just the one sequence. You can see everything, all the trades taken. The MACD Platinum's above the 0 level. Waiting on a new sell to try and clear this. At the moment, I'm hedged. Break even, not applicable, it's hedged. Swiss franc, Japanese yen, again hedged. Sell, buy, read my notes. MACD Platinum's above the 0 level. Price is now at a big resistance level. Will it roll over? Who knows? Euro Aussie. Now this is one, I think in my last video, I missed a trade. I took there's a new buy trade, and I neglected to see this sequence 5 buy. Probably wishing I hadn't by now. It's gone against me straight away. But yeah, very busy chart. Sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3, sequence 4, sequence 5. Now sequence 2 is a sell trade. It's got a stop in place, so it's a standalone. And sequence 4 is a sell trade and got a stop in place. So they're just standalone trades, so there's no dramas on those two. So you have the other 3 sequences. Hence I've got a sequence 1 break-even level, overall break-even level, and a sequence 3 break-even level. So that's the 3 yellow lines. Euro CAD took a buy 24 hours ago, going nowhere, stuck in a tight range. Ugly pair at the moment. Euro Swiss, lost my voice. There's a buy here with a stop in place up here. Then I start a sequence 2, which is a sell here, hedge buy, not going my way. The euro's going up and up and up. This yellow line is actually an overall break even for all trades, so I can close all 3 trades and be in good profit there. But I'm not going to because I want to see another sell and hopefully cash in on the the sequence one, try and move the stop up a bit higher, then come down. Euro pound, yeah, not going much at all. Sequence sell, yeah, sequence one, it's a heap of sell trades. It's gone a little bit up, but hasn't come down. That's hedged. And sequence two is a buy, and it's going against me also. not too well there at all. Euro yen, now this was one that's taken off to the moon, and I was on it, but I got out of it, and I'm sort of gave myself an uppercut because of that. But yeah, that's trading. Yeah, it's going nicely, going up, and I'm hedged at the moment, so I'm waiting. Oop, stuffed up my notes now. I'm waiting on it to come turn so I can get in a sell. Euro USD, no trades on. Another one I closed out my trades probably a bit prematurely. It's getting up to a previous high over here. Pound CAD, this is something I did this afternoon once it comes up. All right, pound CAD, I took another buy on the break of this trend line this afternoon. Not a standalone trade by any means. It's gone a little bit against me, not much. The reason I say it's not a standalone trade is the MACD Platinum's above the zero level already. There's a buy signal here, and the price has gone against me, and there was no new sell signal, so I just drew this trend line across the highs, and it's broke, and I just waited for a confirmation. Took a new buy, so I've taken a fifth buy, and taken on a trend line break even. I've moved my break even, so it's not that far down. Hopefully it'll just push up a little bit. That was taken this afternoon. Pound yen, hedged, not going anywhere. Took a sell, hedge buy, warning possible turn, but the yen pairs have been heading up. Pound USD, again I've got couple of trades here. Sequence one, I've got a stop in place. It's a buy with a stop in place. And I took a sell and a hedge buy. And we're up at this previous high here by the blue line, and also possible divergence forming. So it's at a fairly significant level at the moment. Overall break even for all trades is here, and there's because of a positive 0.01, as long as price is above that, we're in profit overall. New Zealand CAD, this thing's another hedge one. Took a sell, buy, hedge buy, and it's just gone up. Broke this level here. Now it's on a tear away. New Zealand Swiss franc. Let's see how this is going. Oh, here we go. I've been in this since the start of these trades, and here we are, close to the break-even level. I know I've got a fair bit to make up and swap, so I'm not going to do anything this afternoon. I might just see if it breaks up a bit higher, see if I can get a few more dollars to cover some of the swap, and just start getting out of these trades. I've got a sequence two I've got a problem with because that's a sell with a hedge buy, so back to where we started. But hopefully, yeah, this could just push up through these two yellow lines. If it suddenly had a squirt up tonight after the news and ended up here somewhere, then I'll just close all trades and be done with and start afresh. I can update my spreadsheet. I think I started these 12-hour charts on the 3rd of Feb, and this first trade was on the 4th of Feb. Just shows you how long I've been in this sequence for. But there's light at the end of the tunnel, or close to it. New Zealand USD in a buy down here. You've got to stop in place. It's going up and up and up. Good to see. Use USD CAD. Took a buy, took a hedge sell. So look, when I've got a hedge like this, they're both the same position size, so I'm locking in a loss between these two trades. So what I'm now looking for is a new buy trade. Now people ask, why don't I just take the loss, then wait for a new buy trade? I could do that, but this keeps me motivated. It's more of a psychological thing. I don't like taking losses, really. Sometimes it gets me in trouble. But what happens too is, there's the news out tonight, right? Now, I can't lose anything. So the news it's probably not a good example because if it's a big move, I won't be in it anyway. But what may happen, this may go up tonight, give me a new buy signal, then it follows through with the news and just shoots up. If I was just in the one trade, then I'm not really benefiting much from it. But if I'm in several trades, then it gives me a bit more creativity when it comes to trade management, so I can do a little bit more with the open trades. So sometimes if on a fast move and I'm on the right side of things, it can be beneficial hedging. So a little bit hard to explain. I understand why people don't understand it or don't get it, but it works for me and I enjoy it. So, and I can do it because I've got Australian accounts. USD Swiss franc, this is one pair that's just been stuck in a range and it's struggling to break even out to the downside. Again, buy, hedge, sell, going nowhere. So locking the loss. USD Japanese yen, I did do something here. This afternoon, this sequence 2 buy, decided because of the news tonight, this is a USD pair, decided to close half. The MACD platinum was through the zero level already anyway. Closed half, took a little bit of profit. I think it was $7.37. It's been added to the total. Everything's been adjusted. There's a stop and play. So even if it rolls down and takes out my stop, it'll be a sequence 2 will just be about a break even. Then I'll get in a sell hopefully and clear sequence 1. USD Singapore dollar, took a buy. Then sequence 2 was also a hedge sell and a second sell on sequence 2. So I'm in 3 trades. Overall break even is this yellow line for all trades because it's negative. As long as the price is below that, I can close all 3 and I'll be happy. Again, the news is out tonight, US pair, USD pair. So if it keeps on dropping, great. If it turns up and goes up, not bad at all either. I've got a stop in place on my sequence 2 sell, so then I'll hopefully clear sequence 1. So that's it for all the 12-hour charts. That's where we're at. It's now about just after 6:30. It's Friday. The NFP, Canadian employment numbers are out in an hour. I'll probably be on about my second or third beer by then, because as soon as I've uploaded this video, I won't be watching. I've been doing a bit of day trading today and my head hurts, so time for a break. If you do like the video, guys, please subscribe. If not, just hit the like button. It'd be greatly appreciated. And to all the new people subscribe to my YouTube channel, thank you very much. All the people who join my Facebook group, Telegram groups, thank you also. And it's the weekend. Enjoy the weekend. Stay safe wherever you are. I know there's a lot happening in the world at the moment with the virus sort of petering out in some places, but then there's civil unrest in other places. So, yeah, a lot happening. Stay safe. Enjoy the weekend. I'll talk to you on Monday. Cheers.